Super Players, it's your homie C-Rod, and I got one of the most hyped decks that has made a comeback in all Dragon Ball Super card game. We got Vegito, and with the anniversary box around the corner, this guy right here, this leader right here, has just got a buff, and I have made a very powerful Vegito deck. Definitely stay tuned. Make sure to smash that like button for more deck profiles. Subscribe if you are new here for all Dragon Ball Super card game related news, and let's begin. So we got Vegito right here. He is from set 2. He has a permanent that all your Gokus and Vegetos in all areas, that means your hand, your combo, your deck, everywhere, all areas, they gain red, blue, and green colors. So that means you're going to be able to pretty much play a multicolored deck and abuse some of the cards that are good for the green, blue, and red. That right there is very, very powerful. Then an auto that when this card attacks, you're able to place one card from the top of your deck in the drop area, and if that card is red, you gain a 5k boost power, making him a 15k attacking card. That right there is not that bad either. And then when your life is at 4 or less, you may flip this guy over and awaken. So you go from Vegito to Super Saiyan Fusion Vegito. And this Vegito has the same permanent skill. All your Gokus and Vegetas gain red, blue, and green. So ideally you want to throw out Gokus and Vegetas as energy, so you can have access to those different colors. And an auto that when this card attacks, you draw one card, and if you have a total of 10 or more Sun Gokus and Vegetas in the drop area, this guy gains 5k power and double strike for the duration of the turn. This is a very powerful ability because we definitely want to have our Gokus and the Vegetas in the drop area after we fuse. And this is Vegito. So now let's run on what's actually in the deck, and we're gonna be running Vegeta Savior of the Future. We are going to be playing 4 of these Vegetas of the Future because this guy is a battle card that when he attacks, you can take a life and grant him double strike and a 10k boost, allowing you to remove those annoying unison cards or allowing you to go for game if your opponent has 2 lives. Deal double strikes, always good. We're running 4 of those. Also could help you self-awaken. And the counterpart 1-drop that we're going to be running happens to be same Bloodline Son Goku, which is our 1-drop searcher of the deck that's going to allow us to search out any Gokus and Vegetas in the deck. So this same Bloodline Goku picks up 3, and then you're able to choose 1 blue or yellow Saiyan card among them and add it to your hand. This is key because all Gokus and Vegetas in this deck are considered blue, so your Gokus and Vegetas are all targets, and this guy's going to search you the piece to the puzzle. So we're running just 3 of those. So after that, let's talk about some more Gokus. We are going to be running SSB Kaioken Son Goku right here. This SSB Kaioken Son Goku Concentrated Destruction is a must run in this deck. We're only running 2. This is a card to out any barrier card. If your opponent has a barrier card that you need to remove desperately, this guy does it for just 2 energies with his activate main, or he can nuke the field of all 20k battle cards or less on your opponent's side. Very powerful. So now let's talk about some of the new cards in the deck. So we got this Vegeta right here, Vegeta Resolve Renewed. We are going to be running 4 of these Vegetas because this guy allows us to self-awaken with his activate main. If you guys could see it right under me, for 1 red energy, you could play him from your hand onto the field, take a life, allowing you to self-awaken Vegito much more effectively. He's also a counter play, which makes him very powerful, which you could play this guy as a counter when your opponent plays a battle card, and if that battle card is 15k power or less, it goes to the drop area instead, and then you have a Vegeta on board so you can fuse into Vegito. This guy is very powerful, and he becomes a 1-drop that you can bring out from your hand or your deck if you have 3 more energies. Very useful ability, and Goku does literally the same thing. These are the anniversary cards that definitely help the Vegito deck a lot more. The reason it helps out the deck is because you need a self-awaken with this leader, and with these cards in the deck, you're definitely going to be able to self-awaken. Goku does the same thing. If you have 3 or more energies, he becomes a 1-drop in your hand or deck, and on top of that, he also is a counter attack, meaning this guy is a negate for 1 energy. If you have 3 more energies, you can negate an attack and play this guy, and then you have a Goku on field to fuse into Vegito, and a target to search those Gokus and Vegetas, or even the 1-drop Gokus and Vegetas, happens to be Vegito Polymorphic Patora. This guy right here is one of the playmakers of the entire deck. So what does he do? Well, he is an activate main for 1 energy. You place this guy from your hand in the drop area, and after you do so, you can search your deck or your drop for a Goku or Vegeta card with an energy cost of 2 or less. And the good news is that this Goku and this Vegeta become 1 cost in your deck or hand when you have 3 or more energy. So those are all targets, and ideally turn 1 your targets want to be the Vegeta or the Goku, and then you have Vegeta and Goku on field to fuse into Vegito. So this guy is a must run. You could play him out turn 1 to search out the Goku and Vegeta. So turn 1, you can bring this beast out. You can bring him out turn 1 with this deck that I made right here. Turn 1, Vegito, 25k power barrier card. That's what you're getting yourself into right now. Why is this one looking all weird? Look at this. Okay, there you go. Alright, this one's acting weird, but I'll do it like this, I guess. So we're running 4 Vegitos Resolve combined. And this guy is a barrier card, Union Patora for a Vegito. If your leader is Vegito, you can bring him out. No energy required. You draw 2 cards by fusing a Goku and Vegeta on the field, which you're going to be able to do since you have polymorphic Vegito that's going to search you out your deck for Goku and Vegeta. So this guy right here will play you out. This guy turn 1, you can have a 25k barrier on the field, and he has an activate main for 2 red energies. You can search your deck and play out 1 Vegito card with an energy cost of 7 or less. So what Vegito card do you want to search out with that ability? Well, you could search out this Vegito right here, Lightning Speed Vegito, the old school Vegito. The reason I'm running this guy is because this guy is going to get you enough cards in the drop after he attacks to activate your leader's ability that gives them 5k boost double strike when you have 10 or more Gokus or Vegetas in the drop. Because what this guy does is when he attacks, he can attack cards in active mode as well. He places 10 cards from the top of your deck in the drop area after he attacks, and then you get to search and get a Vegito card with 25k power in your drop and evolve it on top of this card in active mode, meaning you could search out this guy yet again, so next turn you could do the cycle. So it's like a little loop that you have going right here for that extra pressure and extra swing. Very powerful. Or the big boss that you ideally want to do so you could self-awaken happens to be this Hyper Rush Vegito. This Hyper Rush Vegito, guys, is no joke one of the strongest Vegito cards in the entire game because he does so much. What this guy does, we're running 4 of. This guy is a triple striker that is 25k power, and when he comes out onto the field, you're able to choose 1 card in your opponent's hand, place it in the drop, choose 1 card in your opponent's field, place it in the drop, draw 2 cards, and then choose up to 2 of your lives and add them to your hand. Allows you to self-awaken your leader super duper fast. And this Vegito right here could play out that Vegito as well, or you could play out that Vegito, and then this Vegito right here will play you out the big boy Vegito. So it's up to you how you want to play it. You know, this deck is very aggressive. You want to aggro your opponent down, triple strike them, and kill him fast. So we're going to talk about some more Goku cards in here, and I added the Ultra Instinct Son Goku card. This card is a beast. This card can literally win you an entire game. So what this guy does is he's a counterplay / counter attack that when your opponent does some sort of attack or a play, you're able to counter it, play this card out, and then his skill cannot be negated, which is very key, and then he's able to choose 1 of your opponent's battle cards and return it back to the owner's hand, ignoring barrier. Meaning if your opponent does 1 big boss play, this Goku is going to stop that play in its tracks, and 1 well-placed Ultra Instinct Son Goku, the Unstoppable, could get you a game. We are running just 2 of these. You don't want to see them too much in your hand. You just need them for the right moment. So if you see them, I would save them in your hand if you know your opponent's going to be playing a big card. Then I have Trunks Bridge to the Future. We have Trunks Bridge to the Future for one reason and one reason only. He's our searcher of Vegito. So this guy, when you play him, you're able to look up to 2 cards from the top of your deck and choose one Saiyan card among them and then place the other one in the drop area. This is key because you're going to be able to search out this Vegito, which you need, which is the whole play of the deck. So this Trunks will search you out that Vegito, or he can search you out this Vegito. Either way, you need to have Vegito in your hand. So there is no 1-drop Goku. There's no 1-drops that actually search out Vegito besides this Trunks. And since your Gokus and Vegetas are considered green in all areas, you will always have green energy because this Goku or any other Gokus or Vegetas count as green as well. So we're going to be running 3 searchers because I realized it's necessary. Then let's talk about some extra card spice in here. We got Frieza's Death Ball. I ran this card in here because if all your energy is red, which it should be, because you always want to throw out a Goku or Vegeta or a red card as your energy, this Frieza's Death Ball will come in there, give your leader or battle card 15k power, and then if all your energy is red, you're able to minus 10k power to one of your opponent's battle cards, allowing you to go for game. What I like to do is give Frieza's Death Ball to my ultimate Vegito attack, so it could be a very powerful triple strike that's most likely going to go in. Then for our super combos, I added Nappa because it's a Saiyan super combo that you're able to search out with Trunks Future. Worst case scenario, you can search it out, and then you have a 10k boost combo that after the combo, he comes out onto the field, and then you can attack with it to pressure, or you could combo it again. Very, very, very powerful super combo. And then obviously everybody's favorite, the Senzu Bean. Since we have access to blue energies, we're going to be adding Senzu Bean in here. We're going to be adding 4 Senzu Beans because a well-played Senzu Bean for offensive will allow you to fuse into Vegito, or very defensively it'll allow you to survive. So this is a very good, very, very, very powerful card. I don't know why Vegito's acting up. I'm gonna put Vegito down here. It doesn't seem to want to like showcase how many I actually have in the deck. There you go, running 4 of those Vegetos. Okay, let me put Topo in his spot. So we're gonna be running Topo in here since we do have red energy. Topo will stop an attack. We're only running 3 Topos, and then if you discard a card from your hand, you can discard a green card, which could be this Vegito, or you could discard a card you just don't need at the moment, and he comes out onto the field when your opponent attacks, negates the attack, and if your opponent does an additional attack, they're forced to drop 2 cards for the duration of the turn. That right there stops your opponent from doing any big boy play, and that is the Vegito deck. Hopefully you guys like it, but I'm not even done yet, guys. The big boss play of the deck, which makes this leader so hype, happens to be this card right here, which gets his own spot, the secret rare Ultimate Force SSB Vegito. So you could Union Patrol for 5 energies that are all red for a Goku and Vegeta, and then bring this guy out, which ideally you're not going to bring him out like that, but you can if it happens. And he's triple strike, triple attack, 40,000 power, meaning you're going to kill your opponent unless they have 3 negates. This is a must play in this deck. And how you bring them out is with this Vegito Resolve Combine, which is from the Anniversary box. He has an activate main that for 4 energies, you're able to choose 1 Vegito card with an energy cost of 10 or less in your hand and play it on top of this card. And the target for that is this Vegito. He's a 10 cost Vegito card. You play him on top of that card and go in with a triple strike, triple attack, ultimate finish to your opponent's face. And that's the end of my Vegito deck. Hopefully you guys like it. Let me know if you guys like this type of deck profile the way I did it this time. Subscribe if you are new here for more Dragon Ball Super card game content. Feel free to join our Patreon for exclusive decks. And like we always say, y'all stay super.
Awaken now, beast mode. Victory strike that mic. J's on my feet while I triple strike. Going up the game, you wish you did the same. Here comes the fool, I pity the fool. Double strike, draw 2.